Hey Leo, let's do your reading for the next 7 days from the time you're watching this. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you watch this, the energies will hopefully be an assistance for you. Ivy, what are you doing, darling? Okay, I guess you want to be special. Go for it. Alright, message for Leo, please. For the next 7 days. What guidance do you have for him? Or her? For them? The Emperor. That's not bad at all. The Star. Leo. I just got done doing the Cancer reading and that one was heavy. This feels much better. In a way where you aren't in your emotions whatsoever. You're doing it. You are making things happen. You are going for what you want, and what you want is right there for you. 5 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles. Oh, why? Why, Leo? Let's find out. How interesting. You have worked so hard for everything that you have and that you want, and you don't even acknowledge its existence anymore. Look at this. You're sitting on top of the world. On your Game of Thrones throne, the world beneath you, the dragon, the wand of fire. You literally have everything you could ever ask for. And you're not even looking at it. And the star is reaching out, reaching for transformation, the butterfly, rebirth, a beginning, hope. And you just don't seem to care. And then this 5 of Cups. Oh, Leo, don't be jaded. Don't be jaded, my love. You have worked far too hard to get to where you are, to allow yourself to become, this is at the bottom of the deck, 5 of Pentacles, which either means you're left out in the cold or you're leaving someone out in the cold, which through the energy of the universe, what you do comes back to you. So be careful how you treat others. In the tarot and how people describe the Emperor, majority of the time, and I don't mean this in regards to anyone I know that's watching this, this is always, all my readings exclude everybody that I know, whether in regards to what I think, feel, or believe. This is what I've learned watching other people and reading about tarot from different teachers. The Emperor is usually looked at as someone who's very jaded and narcissistic, because he's focused solely on the masculine aspect of life, the doing, the accomplishing, gaining of resources, building the empire, moving things forward, expansion, growth at any cost. Don't be like that. Even the coloration variants here. There's so much red, and the blue planet underneath is going into steam beneath his feet from all of the fire and lack of emotion. Focus. And the star is reaching for the butterfly as a symbol of hope and transformation and new beginnings. And the star up there guiding the way. Usually there is the Pleiades star cluster and the star card. Here it's different. It's the 5-pointed star, the harmony of all the elements. And a tree growing on a cliff. where most would say no tree can grow there, but it is. Leo, what this feels like is that you've been hurt one too many times and you don't want to take a chance on it again. There's something in your life that you've really wished for. You really, really wished for something. And it almost slipped right through your fingers. But it was meant to. And as it did, it transformed through these waters and it came back out, reaching out to this emperor. And this emperor is just turning his back on her. And look at this. He's turning his back on her. And she keeps reaching for this butterfly, going through everything she's gone through to transform and heal, and the wishes and dreams and hopes. And it means nothing to you. Eventually it'll mean nothing to the other person in your life as well. You cannot rule an empire with an iron fist. If you do, you must dress that iron fist in silk. You must lead with dignity and nobility. You cannot lead your inner child and your adult and yourself and accomplish things while you turn your back on your own wishes, wants, and desires. What's the point of success if you just knock the cups over and leave when there is still so much to be gained? Why even bother having an empire when your empress, whether it be male or female, the universe is literally handing it to you? 2 perfect cups, an entire kingdom, a booming trade business, so much fertility. No thanks. I'd rather sit here and be fiery and just burn the world down under my feet into steam. Oh, emotions? No, we don't deal with emotions. We just burn those into steam and make rain. But it doesn't work that way. The steam you're making is still telling the universe what it is you want, because it's your emotions fractalized. So then the universe just brings you even more of what you want, which is a really messed up cycle. I don't know if most of you know about this, but when you keep denying what you want, the universe will keep bringing it to you in different ways. And if you keep denying it, do you know how you feel when you keep saying no to something? Eventually you snap and you're like, no, I don't want this, no. And then you're the jerk. You were the jerk in the first place for denying what it is the universe is giving you. No offense, but this feels like you're being a little smug. 5 of Pentacles, leaving yourself or someone out in the cold, not offering help or allowing yourself to receive help, playing the victim or putting someone in the victim role. 5 of Cups, having love at your feet, literally given to you, but you're like, well, these things happened for 3 of those years and the other 2 years don't matter, so why do I even want to build on it? Because you wished for it. Your soul wants this, but your ego doesn't, which is the Emperor's #1 flaw. Ego. Which is why the Emperor is the match to the Empress. The Empress has no ego. The Empress is all about bounty of children and marriage and success and longevity and lineage and heritage and ruling with grace instead of power, and having the power that she has, but she maintains it with love. In a lot of tarot cards, the Empress is pregnant and she's ruling a kingdom, an empire. The Emperor in most decks is usually looking off somewhere, just either into the past, like this one is, or into the future, or looking directly at the card reader, ignoring past, future, and present. He's just looking at someone that's looking at him, because the Emperor card also depicts a sense of fear. Like Julius Caesar, that person was on his toes 24/7. People were getting stabbed in the back in Rome left and right. Literally. Don't be an emperor that leads with fear and power and denies what it is you have worked so hard for. The universe, source, God, however you want to word it, is coming through for you this week with something that you really wanted. And it might even be less than 5 days. Maybe six days actually. Yeah, 5 stars, and then the last 2 stars are... There's only so many times you're going to be offered exactly what it is you've desired until it's taken away from you. What is this? I've never even noticed this until now. Look. Right there in the water, there is a single swan. Swans, you know how they say the ugly duckling and then the swan? You know, the ugly duckling grew up into a swan. Look here. The butterfly used to be a caterpillar. The bird over there, the crane, bird of the goddess, messengers and beauty and purity, happiness and prosperity, riches. A tree growing on a cliff while the roots are still stable and sturdy. You don't have to be a single swan. Swans mate for life. And you're being guided too. You know what the thing you want to do is. Look at this. You have spirit in the form of a raven on top of the throne with all of this light coming down into your crown. So you know what you're doing. Even the fire is right by his heart. You know what you're doing. You know what you want. Your heart's on fire for someone in your life. But you're just being stubborn. And it's a shame. Because this is going to boomerang back at you. And I really, truly... What this feels like is that you are making a mistake in your life. It really does. And I don't know if it's about money, like your career. Actually, clarity, please. Why would you turn your back on the greatest wish that's being granted to you this week? And do it with a smugness about you. This might just be for one person, this might be for a group of you, I don't know. But this feels really crystal clear. There is someone that's watching this that is being very arrogant. You're using the accomplishments you've made to justify the harshness that you're enacting within your own self. The only person you're hurting here is you. This lady, this individual, the star, the thing you want, the opportunity, the promotion at work, the new house to move to, the thing you've been wanting to manifest, the thing you have been manifesting. It's not going to, cry a single tear over it. There's someone, if it's not you, it'll go to someone else. Not in a way where it's like, oh, what's meant for you can be given to someone else. No. But in the way that if you don't want it, it will be okay. Because here, sorry for moving you around so much. This really needs, this message really wants to get through to you. Turning your back on that which you've desired and wished for will only hurt you and leave you in solitude on a throne that is made of iron that is far too cold for you, when what you desire is the comfort of the Empress. Whether that Empress is your a new job situation, a new family thing, something in your life that you want that helps you feel at home. Instead of constantly working and doing, you've been wanting something to bring peace into your life. Look at all the sky he's constantly faced with. He's ruling the entire world, and all he wants to do is sit here by the rocks and just watch the water go, watch the clouds move, see the stars at night, and hear the rushing of the water. And it's right here for you, but you're too busy. You're too busy being busy. And this lady, this being here, she's just getting up and walking away, leaving behind true love over nothing. Nothing. Over money, trinkets and trophies and badges. And then both of you lose out. The opportunity that you wanted would have really benefited from having you there, because you are a competent doer, you're a competent leader. So that situation loses out, and then you lose out because you don't get to expand your skills and rule an even bigger empire, ruling the earth and the moon. All because, you're too good for that, Leo. You're too good to be petty. And another way of looking at this, among multiple millions of ways to interpret this vibration I'm getting, you've grown from something that it is you wanted. Something you wanted has hurt you, and you've allowed yourself to be hurt in a way that has helped you grow. Now the thing that you've wanted doesn't seem like it's that important anymore. But you're not seeing how much the thing you've wanted is perfect for you. Truly. Because the star is always depicting what is directly from source to you, 100% match. Regardless of human, mineral, animal, paper, whatever, it is a match to you. Turning your back to it, you're telling the universe you don't want what's yours. If you don't want what's yours, it will boomerang back at you later in a different vibratory way to match the vibration you're in. So right now, if you're in a negative state and you're pushing away something that would help you potentially feel a lot better, it will come back to you in the negative state that you're in now. So later, if you're like moving on from this negative state and it comes back right before you move on from it, you're going to be like, I don't want that junk. What am I going to do with it? But you wanted that junk. You wanted that DVD player. You wanted that box of, Peeps or that bag of chips. You wanted it. Now you don't want it, but you did want it. So just take it and say thank you. Because if you don't, you're the one that's losing out on feeling certain emotional things that you need to feel to grow as a person. And that growth brings you financial prosperity. Because this doorway here is covered in precious metals. It might be snowing and misty, but it's covered in precious metals. And the only thing in the way, because they're really not too worried about being left out in the cold. But under that is the Eight of Wands. So you're awakening to something. Some message is coming to you from Spirit, probably besides this one as well. 19 minutes, okay. Leo, if you're not going to do it for yourself, Do it for your future self. Do something for your future self. And the oh, you know when, thank you. Do you know when you were young, like when we were teenagers or whenever, even like last week, when you want to do something, like you're like, I'm gonna start this business, I'm gonna go ride a pony. And then a month later, you completely forget about it, and that's when the universe brings it to you, and you're like, I don't even want this right now. That's what this is. Jeez. This is a really complicated energy. Leo, you are hiding. This is what you want. You wanted this. Now it's here for you, and you're being, oh, now I don't want it. Don't be a spoiled little brat. Just because you have an empire doesn't mean you can't use another coin. Be a good example of an emperor. Even if you don't know what it is or how to be one, learn. It's the only way. And you learn by doing and allowing new experiences to come into your life. You don't learn by hiding and being, droopy dandy. And look, Laced the Moon's daughter. In the card, in the book, it says that this is about riddles and signs being everywhere. But it's also the card of union. There's a few readers who read this as the marriage card, the husband and wife card. The 38, that's up there. If you do numerology, it goes down to the 11. Overall, if you look at this truly, you have something unique, a very unique opportunity to be the foundation piece for an even grander empire that has yet to be illuminated for you. Someone in your life can see where this is going, and you can't, and that's okay. You can't see where this is going because you're busy being the emperor and making certain that you have somewhere to go there from. You're building the road while the person, this beautiful sphinx type of fairy, fae, she, satyr being, she's gorgeous, is leading, and she knows that it's perfect. She has her hand under her chin, smiling, and her eyes are barely just open. She's trusting herself. Lace the Moon's daughter is also the Cancerian card. So you might be dealing with a Cancer sign. You might be dealing with an Aquarius. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And you're definitely dealing with something or someone that has left a little bit of disappointment within you. But it's enough disappointment to where you and your ego are ready to shut things out. And the only person that will hurt from it is you. And at the bottom of the deck is the Dark Lady. And under that is Unity. The Dark Lady is reminiscent of desires and intimacy, the dark night of the soul, so to speak. So the message I'm getting from this is, if you turn away that which is for you, due to that which has happened already in the past, you are turning away the opportunity to expand your empire. And you will lose the empire if you do so. Because no good king has ever led any kingdom or empire with a closed heart. You must open your heart to that which you want, irrelevant of anybody else. You must be kind to yourself, and negativity never ever brings kindness. Okay, one more card and close this off, because it's 25 minutes and it's a lot of information here for you. You may need to watch this twice to get everything out of it, or most of it. One more card, please, for Leo. to help guide him or her or them through all of this. Because this is a really pivotal week for you. The decisions you're making this week will reverberate who you truly are. You can either be someone who accepts things gratefully and moves forward and grows regardless of pain, or someone who is stuck like a stone in the ground while life blooms all around him or her. And this stone with a stone heart, do you see it? Don't do this to yourself, Leo. Don't do this to yourself. Be kind. Be. You know why King Arthur's kingdom was so legendary? He united the old ways and the new. He led with an open heart, and he used truth as his weapon. It wasn't just a blade. Excalibur was the sword beyond history. Don't shut your heart out when your heart is what has helped you start the kingdom and empire to begin with. We all go through the dark nights. The Dark Lady visits us all, sometimes more than once. Sometimes she brings passion and pleasure and sensuality. Sometimes she brings impasses and blockages so that you can see what's right in front of you. The heart that's being lost within this massive empire that you're building, while all that you wanted is just within your reach, and you just have to be in the flow instead of blocking the flow. Look at how smug this guy is. He's sitting on top of the earth as if he's the North Pole, as if he's what's keeping the earth in check. But he's tired. His hair is all white and his beard's still black. He's stressed out. And she's all old and tired from waiting for him. And this one's like, if you would just go this way, everything would be fine. And you know it too. Look at this. This guy's like, yeah, I know she knows what we're doing. I just like to play, stubborn once in a while. And she's all, yep, yeah, he does. Perfect team. Slow down, speed up. Speeds up, slows down. He wants to speed up. She's like, all right, let's go. And then he just slows back down again. The perfect duo. Whether it's your job, your money, your own connection to yourself, be good to you. And I said this to Cancer too. Oh, this is the other one I wanted to show you. The bottom of the deck of the one I made. Another dark night with wisdom and purity illuminating the frostiness all around. Leo, if you want to keep growing as a being on this planet, you must accept that which you've asked for. Turning your back to what you've asked for will only turn your heart to stone. Because at some point you really wanted something, and that version of you is still alive and well within you. Allow yourself some happiness today. If you've been wanting to eat something and you're like, I can't, I'm just going to gain weight if I do, go eat it anyway. If you want to go on a date with someone, go on that date. If you're thinking about dating someone, ask them out, really. if there's a job opportunity that you could really benefit from, or that would benefit from having you in that position, make the move. If someone in your life, whether it be family, friend, coworker, or even tithing, making a 10% donation from what your income is to a charity, maybe a mom with a daughter that's, single mom with a daughter that's working like 10 different jobs. Take care of your community. Be an emperor that goes down into these areas and helps these people out. Walk with the people that have helped you build your empire. We all paint houses together, and then one person stays in the house, or a family stays in the house, but they'll always know that that house was built by the efforts of more than one. No kingdom was made by one person. Allow yourself the comfort of companionship within yourself and in what you do, because when you do that, everything thrives and you find true connection. But first, you must face the dark lady within yourself. And the dark lady is the one that says, I can do it all on my own. What need have I of you? This need. The need to smile, silly. And have fun and laugh. And to look at little plants in the ground and see what kind of ridiculousness is happening in there. 31 minutes. Leo, you are just spoiled rotten of the zodiac sign. I love you. Go, be well, have fun today. You have everything you've ever wanted. Everything except allow it. Don't be this to yourself. The only person you're hurting by being the Five of Cups energy is yourself. Truly. I love you. Be well.